Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to And Another Thing. Okay, now listen, we are about to get into And Another Thing, Love Island USA, but it will not be about the episode recaps. You know what I'm saying? Going back and giving additional thoughts about the episodes. We're not gonna do that. We gonna tap into what's been going on over there on social media because the people saying that Kaylor mama has been going off. Okay, her mama has a lot to say, and it better translate in the video when they get a chance to meet each other. You feel what I'm saying? Because it seems like the mama ain't really fucking with Aaron like that. All right. We got to get into Coye and some of the things he may have said over on TikTok. There's really just one snippet regarding him speaking on Jana and Kenny. And then also we got to touch on Liv and see what she's been saying since she's been doing her interviews outside of the villa now. We also have to tap into Ariana Madix's highlights of the season. We are going to talk about that. And unfortunately for the Vanderpump Rule people, I kind of want to tap into this little lawsuit that Miss Ariana got because it's giving very messy. Tom Sandoval, okay? It's giving very, very messy. I did not finish this season of Vanderpump Rules, but I might need to skedaddle back over there and finish the season the hell up, okay? Because I didn't even know Raquel, okay, Rachel, whatever she want to be this week or next week. I didn't know that she sat up there and was suing both of them. And then that time, girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And another thing is here. So make sure that you guys are indeed coming into the video. You're liking up the video. Now listen, it's Thursday, so you know the Ooh Ladies First panel is back, okay? And for those people that are new, Ooh Ladies First panel is a panel that consists of myself, Niecy Dixon, and Bondi Blue. We are all YouTubers, and we have this panel that rotates on Thursday nights, and we talk about a lot of different topics, you know, celebrity news, some television shows, and whatever else we care to share, okay, over on that panel. It will be tonight. It'll be over on Niecy Dixon's channel, so definitely check us out over there. We more than likely will not be touching on Love Island USA, so if you guys are looking for my reviews on the show, be looking out for that on tomorrow because I won't be going live for it tonight as I'll be on another live at the same time, okay? So there's that. All right. And if you want to make sure that you tapping into the videos, make sure that notification bell is on. Okay, make sure the notification bell is on. You're subscribing to the channel. You're following me on Instagram and on Twitter because let me tell y'all, YouTube don't always send out them notifications, and y'all should know. Hello, they don't always send them out. So if you want to know if I done posted something, your better bet is gonna be to find me over there on the Twitter and on the Instagram, and that is just on P. We also got a Facebook too, but I got to do better with posting over there. But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and let's get into it. All right. So first things first, I do want to get into Coye. Coye is the first one up. All right, so let us get Coye on the screen, honey, and let us hear what Coye has to say about this relationship with Janae and Kenny. Now, according to what the headline says on this post, they're saying that Coye says that he thinks that Janae and Kenny are faking their relationship. Okay, so let's check this out.
What do I think of Janae and Kenny? I mean, I think it's a fake relationship. Obviously, I'm gonna be real. I ain't really holding that back. I mean, I feel like it's a fake relationship. She wouldn't date him outside. She would not date him in the real world. Let's just be real.
Really?
She wouldn't date him in the real world.
I actually like them together, but
It look cool. You know what I'm saying? It look cool. She wouldn't date him in the real world.
Oh my god.
So it looks like Daya is up there in the top corner. Okay, so it looks like Daya and him and Coye may have gotten on the live and shared some thoughts about things. So I'm gonna replay that one more time for y'all to hear.
What do I think of Janae and Kenny? I mean, I think it's a fake relationship. Obviously, I'm gonna be real. I ain't really holding that back. I mean, I feel like it's a fake relationship. She wouldn't date him outside. She would not date him in the real world. Let's just be real.
Really?
She wouldn't date him in the real world.
I actually like them together, but
It look cool. You know what I'm saying? It look cool. She wouldn't date him in the real world.
Oh my god.
All right, so y'all just heard Coye. Coye is being hater, just like his mama. Okay, y'all remember that mama was over there saying some things about Janae after he got eliminated from the show. The mama was in her feelings, and I'm not saying the mama should not be in her feelings, but when the mama went on to kind of like try to drag Janae over her son being eliminated, I feel like the mama was doing like way, 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 way too much in my personal, okay, I feel like the mama was doing a bit too much in my personal, dragging Janae and hoping that she was gonna get kicked out and all this stuff. I guess she felt like, Janae robbed the opportunity from her son and stuff. But I'm just like, ma'am, your son just really thought that he was that NIGGA because he's tall, dark, and a piece of handsome. You know what I'm saying? He thought that he was just a shoe in. It ain't her fault that he ain't had no damn personality. Hello? And I feel like at this point, he ain't on the outside of the club because he can't even get in because you barely was in the damn villa for a week while you over there trying to get your opinion about some stuff, talk about some she wouldn't date him on the outside. I don't know. I think that being that Janae has been all over the world in so many words, she's visited different places and stuff. I don't think she limits herself to just black men. I think that she would definitely date him. Now, if he's saying that from an angle of Kenny not dating Janae, that could be different. I don't know. Because people have said, I know somebody slid into my DMs and not DMs, but into my comments, and they were saying that when they checked out Kenny's page to see who he was following, they felt as though, he was following, non-black women. And people feel like what you follow pretty much shows what you're more interested in. Okay, so I don't know. I will hope that, that's not the case. But Coye feels like it's fake, and how he worded it sounds like Janae's not really interested in Kenny. And she wouldn't technically date him on the outside, not as if it was her choice versus it being Kenny's choice to not date Janae. So I don't know. I feel like it could have been a bit of haterish, but then it also could have been just this honest opinion. I could be saying it's haterish because he was eliminated and maybe he's salty, right? But y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that. And as we talk about Coye, let's go back and revisit these tweets from that mama, okay? Or at least them comments, okay? So she sat up there and said, back when this was going down, after he got eliminated, and Janae was dating Connor. She says, hold on, let me see. Is there more that I had? Okay. So she says Connor will definitely and absolutely turn his head. After all, he was never interested in Janae. She didn't really lie. I feel like Connor wasn't. He simply played it safe as anyone could have. Coye was too real to pretend. What do you mean too real to pretend? The same man that said that he wanted Serena later, because he could have chose Serena. He didn't choose Serena. He chose Janae. And here go to mama talking about he wanted Serena after making the awful mistake of choosing Janae. You mad because your son didn't have no personality? He seemed to be all the way interested in Janae, if you ask me, and reclined back and said that he wasn't bothered. She went on to say more at that time. Somebody says last episode, let me see which one, what did this one say? Sorry, explain, because apart from calling Serena Two-Faced in the last episode, which by the way she has done nothing wrong. The mama feels as though Janae set Coye up. What else? Somebody says, let's see. No, I think that's really the biggest thing. The mama felt like Janae set Coye up, and I'm like, how did she set him up? How did she set him up? If she's trying to pull conversation out of him and he wasn't willing to give her conversation, how would she have set him up? He did that to himself. He set himself up. Either way, he's not on the show. We've heard his opinion and what he had to say. So, he feels like it's fake. Y'all let me know if it's fake. I hope that it's genuine, but only time will really tell. Okay, so let's hop over here and get into Liv. Liv had an interview with Morgan's Pop Talks. So let's see what they're saying she's talking about. I believe they said that she speaks on Cordell and how he was acting behind the scenes in an effort to get Miss Serena back. So let's check this out.
The issue that I had with Aaron in this situation is that, Aaron was kind of in a similar predicament as Cordell, where they maybe made some bad decisions in Casa Amor. But the way that Cordell moved afterwards, to prove to Serena, I understand, I take accountability, and here's what I'm going to do moving forward. Whereas it looked like Aaron just put a Band-Aid over things. And that's really not how you garner a long-lasting and genuine relationship.
Yeah, 100%. Like, they both did bad actions, and Cordell took ownership of it, and he told Serena what happened. And I feel like Day also told Serena what happened, and maybe Daniela and Aaron didn't tell Kaylor, so it did look a lot worse. But the one thing that I loved about Cordell was actions spoke louder than words in the end after Casa. He was pulling her. He was making her breakfast. He was talking to her close friends. How can I get her back? Like, does she want space? Does she want this? He was genuinely putting her feelings above his. Whereas I think in terms of Aaron, it was more that, like, I feel really bad. It feels sorry for me.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's not about you. Like, yeah, we get you feel bad that you did that, but also like, okay, what are you going to do about it?
Right.
Like, do you know how many times I'd say to him, like, you should make her breakfast, like a little picnic thing by the dock, like, and he'd be like, she doesn't want breakfast. And it's like, it's not about whether she wants it or not. It's the thought.
It's the thought.
Serena didn't want breakfast, but Cordell still brought it up to her every morning, even when she flipped the plate.
Yeah.
Like, iconic move by Serena. Like,
yeah,
she's a queen. But it's like little things like that, I think, that made you guys too as well, and us form and see that, like, he's putting in effort. And that's, both of them have so much love for both Cordell and Aaron, and it all came down to really, like, they want to see, okay, I know you did this, but, like, show me you care. And one just showed a little bit more.
Yeah, one showed a little bit more than the other. Okay, let's see. I believe there's more that Liv had to say. Okay, they're saying that looks like Liv said if she had to vote for a couple to win, even though she loves Kaylor, seems like she gonna sit up here and vote against her. Ain't that something? I ain't mad at it, girl. Go ahead, because she don't like Aaron like that, and I don't blame them.
To think we were coming just for the girls and not the guys. It was actually just for the guys, and they got the backhand of it.
Yeah. What couple do you think right now, out of everybody that's left, is the most genuine and will make it in the long haul?
Oh, okay. I feel like because there's cameras around everywhere and you don't know where they are, you can slip up. So I feel like the non-genuine couples have kind of like fallen off. I feel like there's, in some couples, there's individuals that are more genuine than others. But so I think all of the couples are genuine, but I think the ones that would last the longest, I'm going to say Cordell and Serena, Nicole and Kendall, Kenny and Janae.
Nicole and Kendall.
And if you had to vote for a winner,
I guess,
which one would you vote for?
I would always go my girl Kaylor, but I think, I wish all the girls could just win together, but I think Serena and Cordell will win.
They have my vote too. So MPT listeners,
you think they're gonna win? Yeah, they're just so sweet and like genuine and like real life. They're so relatable.
Yeah. And you know, they went through a hard time. And that's kind of the issue that I had with Aaron in this situation, is that, you know, Aaron was kind of in a similar predicament as Cordell, where they maybe made some bad decisions in Casa Amor. But the way that Cordell moved afterwards, you know, to prove to Serena, you know, I understand, I take accountability, and here's what I'm going to do moving forward. Whereas it looked like Aaron just put a Band-Aid over things. And that's really not how you garner a long-lasting and genuine relationship.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not at all. And Kaylor's going to continue to just hang in there and just hang on, because that's what she does. I do feel like there is more. Let's see. Before we get into what Kaylor's mom had to say, I wanted to hop back over here because there are there's more. I wanted to hear what Liv had to say about Caine, y'all. So let us check that out, girl.
Liv talks about Caine saying that he used her to get into the villa. Check out this clip and let me know what you guys think about it.
I have seen little bits of clips from Caine's lives and stuff. He is a very funny person, and he takes everything not serious and lighthearted. I don't know, like, when he was saying he used me, I don't know if he was being funny and was joking, or if he wasn't. Like, at the end of the day, like, how someone else moves is none of I can't control and everything. So if he used me to get into the villa and he got this experience out of it, like,
congratulations.
Buddy.
Right.
Like, hope you enjoyed yourself.
Right.
Hope you enjoyed the Love Island villa. Like, take a postcard and go. Like, I'm just like, I don't know, like, I was true with my emotions at the start, and he was very much like, I want to get to know you. Like, I feel like we had something. This is the opportunity to strengthen. And that's a massive thing that I came in and I was like, I want to just, it's all, if someone tries and emphasizes to me that they want to try, then I like that. And that's why I brought him in. But now to be like, I just used to, like, I would have just come in single, but I got to give someone the opportunity to live in the villa for a few more days. So
Liv talks about Caine saying that he used her to get
I personally don't know what his experience is like.
So it says Liv talks about Caine saying that production asked him to pick her and he didn't, to spite them. So let's see what she says about this.
I personally don't know what his experience is like, but I went through a lot of couples, and not once did production tell me who to pick. So that I don't understand. I mean, production's there
I
for
believe
a shoulder
you,
to
Liv.
cry on. They're there to hear you out. They won't tell you about any other islander, and they're only there when you want them to be there. They were never, in my case, persuading conversations I'd have or who I would pick. So I think that kind of comment was a little bit like, I don't know about that, but I don't know his experience.
Now, I do feel like some producers do influencing, and I feel like different cast members may have had different producers, kind of like other reality shows, Housewives and stuff. I feel like different cast members have different producers. So I feel like there could have been a little bit of influencing, maybe not on her end, but when it comes to Caine, I feel like a lot of what he said when he came out the villa was him being spiteful and needing to give an explanation as to why, he was eliminated so quickly or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was given very salty once he left. Now, it don't mean that they didn't tell him they could have told him to pick Liv. I mean, honestly, when we look at how the episode played out last fucking week, okay, and how y'all played and tap dance and electric slide and did the Tamia dance in our damn faces, okay, having us vote only for our votes to not truly matter. Ultimately, it only saved our faves from being in the fucking bottom, okay. Once we wanted Aaron and Kaylor gone, but y'all concocted a plan when all y'all had to do was just eliminate them and let that damn girl Cassie choose one man to keep and then send everybody else home. Y'all concocted a plan to keep them around because y'all already knew how they were going to go. You knew that Harrison and Sierra ain't been around long enough. You knew that I feel like they knew the possibilities were very high. They knew that Daniela and Rob, everybody knows in the villa now that they're not the most compatible. They're disconnected because he don't want to be with her. Why would they save them? Of course, they're going to save Aaron and Kaylor, who just confirmed to be girlfriend and boyfriend. Right? So y'all knew what y'all were doing. I do feel like the toss-up was between Rob and Harrison, but knowing that Cassie had a history with Rob and y'all already saw how she would barely even kiss Harrison or dance on him when she came out, y'all already knew what it was. So, I mean, I feel like y'all definitely set up different things for it to go the way that y'all want it to go. So when I think about that, it could have been some truth to what Caine is saying. The saltiness is what kind of got me like, is it really? Because you seemed salty when you came out. But anywho.
For me, no, production didn't have a say because they would have probably told me to stay with one of the 5 I went through. Right. If they loved me so much, they would have been like, girl, probably told me to stay with one of the.
Say that again.
And for me, no, production didn't have a say because they would have probably told me to stay with one of the 5 I went through. Right. If they loved me so much, they would have been like, girl, just picking him.
Interesting. All right. So that is what so far, that's what Liv has to say. Okay. That's what I've captured. I'll have to go back and watch the interview in its entirety over there on Morgan's Pop Talks. Okay. So you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below about that. I want to hop over and I want to get into a few things that Kaylor's mom had to say about this matter. Girl, it better translate on camera. Okay. So her mom says, okay, so I guess her middle name is Kaylor, which is how she gave her daughter that name. Okay. So anywho, it says, my heart bleeds for you, baby girl, and wish I could take the pain/hurt you will endure. Kaylor, you're a strong advocate for empowering your loved ones, having faith and trusting one another, and most of all, your loyalty to your friends and invested allegiance to do whatever it takes for them to feel joy, experience peace, and serenity. A God-given asset you were blessed with. Honestly, I was shocked initially when you selected Aaron for a courtship. The absence of physical traits, appearance you'd otherwise insist on or must have prior to considering date potential, and even more astounding, his fragile emotion dysfunction, a caveat to verbal outbursts, tantrums, utter disrespect, and consistent crying bouts reminiscent of a hormonal teenage boy. Sincere concern. Just saying. All right. Now this is allegedly Kaylor's mama coming out talking now. Now, what's interesting is she said the absence of physical traits and appearance. Bitch, that got me hollering. Basically, she trying to say that this boy don't even look like your type. He ain't even giving cute. Okay, this ain't even what you normally go for. Well, mother, you had to consider what she had to pick from initially. She wasn't finna pick two of the black guys. I feel like Kendall had too much of a damn tan for her. And with Rob, I think Leah had already made her claims on him. So she just decided to, mosey on over to Aaron because he had on a damn suit jacket. And I guess because he had the suit jacket on, she must have assumed he had some coinage that came with it. Yikes. Let's keep going. Now, goes on to say, my beautiful girl, be thankful for laughter and novel experiences you and Aaron shared, and be grateful that his self-serving motives and ingenuity are blatant and transparent for the world to see now, not later. Okay, always rooting for you. Now let's keep going. Then she goes on to say, my beautiful angel, I'm so proud of you for staying grounded and knowing you deserve better. Oh, Kaylor, how I wish I could be there for you, holding you when you cry, kissing your forehead and assuring you that everything is going to be okay in God's time. Baby girl, you will find your love, your best friend, a man that would ride or die for you, a man that is selfless, only concerned with your needs, desires, wishes, and forget about their own or their self. Okay. It's not hard to find a loyal man. Sadly for you, the man I'm talking about is not Aaron. He's a boy. Okay. You presented yourself tonight with class, authenticity, and empowerment to know you deserve better. And you know that from your past, every inch of me aches when I see you cry. That physically aches when you're in pain or hurting because they love you so much. They are selfless, your wellness, happiness, that they forget their own. Okay. She says, Aaron didn't think about your feelings, only his own. My proudest moments this week are: 1, you didn't kiss Jalen, not even out of spite. You kissed him on the cheek with grace. 2, you spoke elegantly and articulated the several setting events that have occurred. And 3, she put arcade or whatever. Okay. So let's see if there's more. All right. So somebody asked the mom, do you think she'll end up getting tired of Aaron's lies and be done? The mom says yes, as soon as she watches the show and it unfolds in front of her eyes. Kaylor is not weak. This experience has made her vulnerable, and I just wish I could hold her. So the person says, sending love, can't wait for the episode where the parents get to send a video, get ready. So then they said, I kind of wish she'd like Rob. He's really grown on me. Okay, let's get into more, girl. So after the mama gave these messages, are there any more? Is there any more? Okay, so someone says, I can't believe Aaron didn't know he'd get busted. He should have known they'd show all that in the villa once they came back. What an idiot. I loved them together at first, but he turned out to be a snake, and I hope Kaylor is done with him. She's such a great girl, and he doesn't deserve her. All right. Somebody said they wanted to see her and Rob in a couple. That's never going to happen. All right. So the mother says, yes, that's who I wanted her to be with to begin with. Rob is actually turning out to be a nice guy, is what the mama's saying. Okay. Ain't that something, honey? Now somebody said, I'm sad that she's going back with Aaron. I know it must be tough in there. Hopefully he is just a massive idiot and learns from his past actions. The mom says she will be done when she knows all of the truth. Okay. And then somebody responded to the mom and says, I agree. Kaylor deserves someone who will not disrespect, mistreat, and gaslight her. From what I have seen, she is a true, genuine human being who wants to help people on the autism spectrum. I'm autistic, and then the person goes on to give their details or whatnot. They said they'll be cheering for Kaylor on this season. All right. So the mom is showing her disdain for Aaron, honey. And I can imagine how she felt when she sat up there and got in that relationship with that boy and said that's her boyfriend. Now, it's one more message here. Did we get into this one? Okay. So the mom responded to someone and says, I'm going to try to say this with grace. I think Aaron has a great personality, and I'm grateful for the fun times they've had or have together during this experience. But once Kaylor sees the show, there will be no consideration for a relationship. Friendship, yeah. Relationship, hell no. Kaylor is not as weak as the show makes her look. She doesn't take any SHI, excuse my language, from anyone, especially not a male. Ma'am, stop it. Okay, you're gonna have to cut it out here. Now, I understand that there is certain editing that people will do or the producers will do to shape a certain narrative, i.e., Serena and Cordell, making it appear as though Serena wasn't into Cordell, but they got matching rings and they've had more conversations and there were things being done behind the scenes. We didn't get all of that, so they shaped a certain narrative. But make no mistakes about it. What Serena gave them is what they ended up using. They may not have used all of it, which showed better moments, but that's what was going on with Serena. You know what I'm saying? At the very top, she was showing her disinterest in the man. Same thing with Kaylor. And I was using the Serena as an example to show that they can shape a narrative of how we may view a particular person, i.e., let's say with a lot of Kaylor's crying. They making it seem like she's a crybaby because all we see her do is cry. But then at the same time, okay, this is what Kaylor is giving them. You're saying that she doesn't take no shit, but she takes the shit, which is Aaron, back every chance. Every chance. She's not weak. Are you sure? Because that's what it's giving. That's what she's giving us. And she's giving the producers and the editors for them to chop up and provide to us, girls. So I can't with that part. All right. So then she says she demands respect, and if they don't show her respect, she is easily done. That's why I have to pick my jaw off the floor when watching the show. She has never swore in front of my husband and I, and therefore we had to get adjusted to her F-bombs while simultaneously watching her pain and him not giving a shit. Okay, watching her in pain and him not giving a shit. Because one thing Kaylor's gonna do is fuck Aaron. Fuck Aaron. Fuck Aaron. Fuck Aaron. Like, that's what she's gonna give us. Aaron and fucks all day long. Okay. Anywho, let's see. Is there more? I think that may be it. You guys leave your thoughts and comments on that portion of things. The mom came out. She don't like him. Join the club. None of us really care for Aaron. I think Aaron is a clout chaser, a reality star chaser. I think he's doing whatever he thinks he needs to do in the moment. I think when they get out of the villa, he is going to try his hardest to make people believe that he is into Kaylor by having a relationship beyond the show. But as I've told you guys well before Caine even told you guys, that if anybody is connected after, not anybody, but I'll use Kaylor and Aaron, if they are connected to each other beyond the show, it's for brand purposes. It's to secure certain bags or whatever. It's for image purposes only. I don't feel like he's genuinely into her at all. Because a person is genuinely into you is not going to treat you the way that Aaron has treated Kaylor. Okay? It's just not going to happen. So there's that. All right. Let's get over here into Ariana because she has some things to say. These are her highlights of season 6. Okay. She says, night 1, from the fire dancers to the fireworks to the insane icebreaker challenge, I knew immediately that we were in for an amazing ride. The laughs, Cordell with his clown nose versus your nose comment. That shit was so funny. You don't have a clown nose. You have your nose. Girl, that was hilarious. Leah and her amazing beach hut confessionals. Kenny on the horse. Okay. That's what his personality really was coming out. Janae's, I'm getting married, y'all. Okay. Serena's never ending supply of witty one-liners. The list goes on. The girls' friendship, it might be Love Island USA, but it's this sisterhood that has been so inspiring to watch. Yeah, I feel like these girls this season, baby, they have their spick and spats, and that's what I was saying like a few episodes ago of what I liked about the girls is that they can have their issues, but then they can wrap it up, put it to the side, and be cool by the end of the night. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I like that for the girls. What else? So she says they fight, they make up, they have each other's backs, and I can't praise them enough. Facts. Because as Serena was over there trying to check Liv when Liv was getting into it with Leah, and Leah was the one that was being too fucking loud and standing over people, right? Liv still turned around and had Serena's back in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Against Kendall. Still, and I love that for the girls. I love that. I do hope if relationships don't last beyond the villa, I'm hoping that the girls can last as long as they can. You know, you start your group chats and everybody's in the group chat and you're hanging out and this and that. And then after 2 years or so, people get back to they like, you know, I ain't gonna say they get back to their real lives because they're gonna get back to their real lives much sooner than that. But life is going to start lifing. Okay, you're going to be pulled in different directions and they may not be as close, but it would be super dope if the girls were able to do like an annual like girls trip or whatever where they are able to get together and all of that. So, you know, wishful thinking. But shout out to them because these girls I feel have been the tightest out of all the seasons of Love Island USA. What else? The Casa recoupling, okay? It was shocking and dramatic, but watching the girls stay true to themselves, whether it meant remaining single, was amazing, okay, to behold. That is facts. I have to give it to them. Those girls could have brought anybody back, but they were standing on business, and I would have brought somebody to make somebody jealous. You ain't finna have me standing up there looking a fool, you know, but I feel like it worked out better for them to not bring nobody so that the guys can see just how bad they did, you know, just how much they hurt them, right? So shout out to the girls for that. You know, Serena, they said, and Serena gave us a middle finger that belongs in the Love Island Hall of Fame. Listen, not only does that belong in the Love Island Hall of Fame, baby, but that putting that finger in the face and going in on him, have some fucking respect. Oh, I told you. Like, yes, that whole scene, Love Island Hall of Fame, because I don't know if y'all gonna ever get it again, and if y'all do, we're gonna always compare it back to the moment of Serena and Cordell going in. Okay, it's gonna always be compared to that moment. Yeah, this season was everything. All right. They say, thank you, Islanders, for season 6, for letting me get to know you over this summer. It's been an absolute honor to be a part of your Love Island journey. I'll never, ever forget it. Okay. So, Ariana, I think that you did a great job hosting this show. And we hope to see you return for another season. We do. I love that you was a girls. You had the girls back up in there. Because when Aaron didn't want to explain what the hell he was over there doing at Casa and stuff like that in the video, you was like, oh, I have nothing but time. Okay, showing how much you got. I love it. Okay, when Rob was over there threatening to leave the villa, it was giving Rob, I could care less, but you need to make a decision. Okay, what you want? You want to leave or you want to go? All right. I liked it. Okay, so we can have you back. We can have you back. I feel like they've been trying different hosts. I think for the last 3 seasons. This season, season 5 and season 4, I feel like it's been different hosts or whatnot, and probably even before that, if I can doggone remember. But yeah. So I think that Ariana did good. You guys, let me know your thoughts about that. All right. And let me know what your highlights of this season was. I think my highlight for sure was Cordell bringing back Daya and the entire drama with Cordell and Serena, you know, having real life, real black love type stuff or whatever. People go through things and figuring out a way to make their way back and owning. I think that's the biggest thing about Serena and Cordell. It was Cordell really owning what the hell he did, and acknowledging that he did, you know, hurt her. And it also brought Serena around to learn, to realize some things too of what she could have did better at. Because although he may have, you know, made an agreement with you to have some respect, he technically wasn't really your man. You know what I'm saying? Or you didn't really solidify and really give him more. But either way, they're in a better place, and I'm here for it. I like that. I feel like Janae's one-liners. I know you said Serena's one-liners, but I feel like Janae has had some one-liners, you know, that has definitely been funny. Okay, what she said, oh, it's ghetto in here, and I love it. All right, so the girls they have taken it. They have definitely taken it this season. All right. Now I want to hop over real quick, and this is for the Vanderpump Rules people, honey. And I want to talk about this because this is crazy. Because Tom Sandoval, who is the ex of Ariana Madix, okay, it appears that he is over here trying to sue this woman for invasion of privacy amid Rachel's lawsuit. Child, I don't know what. This is crazy. Now, when I first saw it, because I didn't know that Rachel or Raquel, whatever she want to be this week, next week, I didn't know that she was suing them. I missed that, right? So when I saw that he trying to sue Ariana, I said, oh, baby, it's giving hater. It's giving you're jealous. Miss Ma'am is excelling. She's doing her big one, and you can't take it. Didn't she go and buy a house recently? Because y'all was staying in the same house, and neither one of y'all would move out or whatever like that, and you was trying to buy her out her portion and whatever you was trying to offer her. She was like, hell no. And I can't say I fully blame her for not doing that. You know, did she finally got her home? I don't know if she's going to take a L on the property y'all got together or not. But this is why I didn't always feel bad for Ariana, because Ariana was messing with Sandoval when he had a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So now that y'all lasted for 10 years and he cheated on you, I didn't feel fully sorry for Ariana, because I'm like, the same way you got with him is the same way you was finna lose him, right? You got with him when he was in a relationship, and then now you mad that he didn't sat up here and cheated on you? Yikes. Okay, so that's why I wasn't really rocking with her at all. But you know, she kind of won me over a little bit with Love Island USA. So, you know, I got her back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So Vanderpump Rules star, they're saying Tom Sandoval is suing ex-girlfriend Ariana Madix in a cross-complaint filed in Los Angeles on Tuesday for invasion of privacy, negligence, and unauthorized computer access. Now, I don't know all the details, right? And we're going to get into this article. Now, Miss Ariana, I'm here for you. And I feel like he did not have to sue you. But at the same time, if you did go into his personal belongings to retrieve images of his mistress, I understand being upset. I get that. In the court of law, however, I don't know if you are able to do that. So if you may have went into his personal belongings and retrieved explicit images of this lady that don't belong to you, then that may not be right. But if she ain't distributed though, if she didn't send it out or give it to anybody, I kind of feel like, why you suing her? Because it ain't like she showed anybody. But again, maybe she did on the season and I didn't finish the season to see. So let me finish the article. Maybe it'll tell me in the article. Okay. So anywho, so they're saying that in the TomTom co-owner's lawsuit, he alleges that Ariana obtained access to his phone on March 1st of 2023 and reviewed images, information, data, videos, and or communications, including FaceTime videos between Rachel and Tom without authorization or permission. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like this. I feel like, number one, I do not agree with going through your partner's phone. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. If you go through it, don't be mad at what you're looking for, because you're going to keep looking for something until you find it. Or either you're going to make a situation that ain't nothing into something because you were searching for something anyway. So you already had whatever was going on up here. But I don't believe in going through your partner's phone. Whatever you're supposed to know is going to come to you either way. But reason why I don't like this is because I feel like this may be a common thing that people do when they catch their partner cheating. And I understand that it ain't their phone, it don't go through their phone, but I kind of feel like, damn, if that's the case, everybody can be out here getting sued for going through a partner's phone and seeing certain images and all of that. I don't think that this lawsuit should stand, because if this lawsuit stands and he gets any type of money and wins this case or whatever, then people that may come behind him to sue other partners are going to be using his case as a reference as to why they brought this case before the judge and would like to see monetary gain from it. I don't like that. Now, they're saying that Tom also alleged his ex made copies of the material and distributed it. No, she didn't. And distributed it to. So you mean to tell me that you found copies of what? the explicit images. Now, if she saw a text message between them like good morning, like, oh my God, we had a great time last night, I enjoyed you, I want more of you, and she screenshotted that and sent it to her, and it's like, BIT, what's this, you messing with my man? I don't feel like she should be in trouble for that. I'm trying to be on Ariana's side. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I really am trying to be on her side. I'm hoping that she did not distribute this to other third parties, and even if she did she actually send out any explicit images? I don't know. I feel like Ariana may be too smart for that. I feel like she may have sent out some stuff. Okay, fine. She's guilty of distributing some private information, okay, because it was private text messages between two other people. But I don't want to put that on her that she actually sent out sexually explicit images and videos of Miss Raquel to other people. Unless those people can confirm that she did. I don't want to believe this. And if this is true, I wonder if Love Island are now going to try to distance themselves, Peacock, distance themselves from Ariana because she's being accused of distributing said images that she obtained from someone else or from somebody else's belongings. I'm wondering, because when I think about Kenya Moore of Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was accused of posting certain images, and she was investigated, suspended, all of that. And I do believe Bravo falls under NBC Universal and all of that. So then and with that happening, and now we see that Kenya is no longer a part of Real Housewives at this time, Real Housewives of Atlanta. What happens with Ariana, who has 2 lawsuits against her at this time for allegedly distributing certain images and private information of this other person? It seems like y'all just continue to award her. And are y'all going to keep her on the show? Hosting Love Island. This is crazy. So they're saying that he is seeking a trial by jury. They're saying the Bravo reality show documented Madix discovering that Tom was over there cheating on her with Miss Raquel after she found a video on his phone that revealed the affair. Oh, I do remember that. In the show, Madix described discovering a screen recording. Now, see, this right here is where it's going to make her look guilty, because they did film that she found the information in his phone. So this kind of validates him saying that she was able to obtain access to his phone last year. So the fact that she was able to obtain access to it kind of confirms this, because we've already seen it on TV. This is sad. So they said in a statement to USA Today, they said her attorney said it is abhorrent that Tom Sandoval continues to torment Ariana from engaging in an illicit affair that shattered her home and stability, to months of emotional warfare, and now this attempt to further shirk her personal responsibility for the effects his actions have had on her and her emotional well-being. Child, if he or his mistress had their way, it would be illegal for someone to discover their spouse or significant other was having a right, attorney, right. And that is why I'm having a hard time supporting this lawsuit, because like they said, it'll make it illegal for, she says, for someone, but I'm saying anybody. You go through the phone, find out some shit, I'm suing you because you had no right going through my stuff and seeing that I did it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. I feel like that's giving frivolous lawsuit. Now, they say the attorney added that Sandoval believes it's necessary to continue torturing the Love Island USA host in a vain effort to rehabilitate his image. Oh, wow. Let's see. They said that Rachel sued Tom and Ariana for RP. Wow. And I feel like this is what some of the people on Real Housewives of Atlanta was referencing when they talked about the fact that other people can get sued and stuff and they're still a part of the show. But when it comes to Kenya, she made a post or whatever it was, and y'all could clearly just edit that out. But instead, y'all suspended her, and then now she's not a part of the show. So now I'm starting, when I see this and knowing that they're still keeping Tom and Ariana around because they're alleging that she shared those images, whether it was on the phone or by poster or whatever the case was. I'm starting to think Kenya may be right when Kenya said, when the team came back and they said that Kenya chose to leave the show. Now, TMZ and others were making it seem as though Kenya was fired and that Kenya was not happy with this and she was going to be consulting with an attorney. Whereas Kenya's team came out and said that is not true. Kenya chose to leave the show because she didn't like how Bravo chose to handle that situation and actually believed that she would do such a thing to a person or whatever the case was. So she didn't like how they handled it. So Kenya decided to take a back seat. And seeing that they're still moving forward with Tom and Ariana, then maybe that was the same thing with Kenya too, and they technically didn't let go of Kenya. Maybe Kenya did walk away. Anywho, so they're saying that Tom's lawsuit rides the coattails of Raquel's lawsuit, okay, that she filed back in February, baby. Now, her complaint alleged there is more to the story and that she was a victim of the predatory and dishonest behavior of an older man who recorded explicit images, videos of her without her knowledge or consent, which were then distributed, disseminated, and discussed publicly by a scorned woman seeking vengeance, catalyzing the scandal. Now, I will, listen, girl, because I did watch that last season, and I was definitely not all the way team Ariana on this situation. I definitely felt like she should have been more upset with Tom than she was with Raquel at the end of the day. And then it was also giving like, girl, that's how you got him. Why you mad if that's how you lose him? If anything, be mad at him. Hold him accountable. Granted, Raquel has been in their face trying to be their friend and stuff, knowing that this whole time you been hunching on that lady man. So I'm not saying that, Ariana shouldn't have gave her some heat. She definitely should have, okay? But I just feel like more of that heat should have been given to Tom. Now, they said that Raquel previously alleged on an episode with Bethany Frankel that last year she didn't know she was being recorded when she was on FaceTime with Sandoval. She says, I decided to be adventurous and look at the adult section on the TV, and Tom and I FaceTime a lot, so it turned into more of an intimate FaceTime. I expected to have privacy in that moment. They said when Ariana messaged her 2 screenshot recorded videos and a text that said, "You're dead to me," this is how I found out that I had been recorded without my consent. I don't believe you, Raquel. I don't believe you. I think that you knew exactly. I feel like you knew he was recording you. I feel like you may not have known the times that he was recording you. But I do believe you had a full understanding that he was likely recording video calls or saving photos, pictures, video, whatever. I feel like you were aware. I do. But I feel like the fact that you were not on the season, the upcoming season, I don't think she was on there. I don't think so. You needed a break or whatever. I think you ended up going to rehab or whatever it was you took a break from, and it may have hindered your reputation and also your finances. I feel like then you want to come back and you want to try and sue both of them. When you actively participated in a fucking relationship with Tom did not, in my opinion, have to manipulate you into doing some shit. Now, granted, you do be acting slow as hell, but you ain't that damn slow. You wasn't that slow to keep it private and keep it to your damn self. Now, was you? You knew what you was doing. You knew. Okay? So, yeah, I feel like Raquel is also partly full of shit. In my personal, with that lawsuit of her suing Tom and Ariana. You knew what you was doing, and you engaged in that shit for months. Because that is what you wanted to do. Okay? Played in them folks in Ariana's and all the girls' faces is what you did. Okay? And then Shayna hit you? Then did you sue Shayna? I don't know if you did or didn't, but then Shayna hit you. You should have sued Shayna ass. Then she hit you in the face or something like that. Now y'all let me know if she sued Shayna or if I got that situation misunderstood. But I could have sworn you and Shayna had an exchange of words and she hit you in the face or something like that. You should have handled Shayna's ass too. Okay, but you over here trying to sue them for something that you participated in. Okay, but anywho, Let's see. They said that Raquel reveals that she slept with Tom while Ariana attended a funeral. I do remember that. They said the lawsuit came a week after Sandoval spoke about the scandal in a New York Times profile, which suggested that he may be the most hated man in America. In the interview, he maintained he did what he did because he was unhappy. He was in an unhappy place in his life, and he got caught up in his emotions and fully fell in love with Ariana. I remember him saying that he was in love with her. And I'm like, cut that the hell out. One, I don't believe that you're in love. I think that you're giving clownery. And like, Ariana, how you sit up here with these people knowing that you hunching on this lady man? Girl, what? How do you do that? Okay. Child, I can't. She sued them for RP. I guess. Because she's trying to play herself out to be a victim more by saying that, it was predatory, dishonest behavior by an older man. Girl, you wanted that older man. Shut the hell up. But aside from that, the RP thing, who else did she send it to? I mean, she could have shared it with what's the old girl that was married to the other Tom. I forgot her name. Just that fast with the dark short hair, who also gets on my damn nerves. Maybe she shared it with her. I'll have to go back and see if it was shared during the season. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Sandoval wanted the lawsuit dismissed, said that it was a vile attempt to extend her fame and to rebrand herself as the victim instead of the other woman. Listen, I agree with Tom on that. Feel how you want to feel. She definitely trying to portray herself to be the victim and rebrand herself. Okay, girl, you was given the other woman and you was happy and proud to do it for months. Let's not and say that you did. Okay. But it looks like they still allowed her to move forward with the lawsuit because the lawsuit really isn't about whether she was the victim, even though they are going to use this as a branding tactic. It's more so about RP. But then I don't know who else Tom may have showed her video to, but how is it fully? And y'all, this is an honest question. I'm not trying to defend Tom, but this is an honest question for really anybody. It's just that it's Tom in this situation. How is it Tom's fault that someone else chose to go through his phone to take video and images of what he had on his private phone? How is that his fault for him to be sued? And I guess where it comes in, I would want to think, and y'all correct me, I would want to think that he's being sued because she is alleging, where the victim mode comes in, that she was unaware that he was recording and taking pictures. That is where it comes in, because she is alleging that, oh my God, woe is me, I didn't know he had all of that. That's RP, because had you never had it in your phone, she would have never been able to gain access to it. This BITCH is full of it. I'm sorry. She's full of it. And seeing this lawsuit now, in my opinion, I think I'm leaning more so on Ariana's side. I already was in the beginning. But knowing that and I felt like last year Ariana was giving you a little too much. Now I don't think that she was, seeing as to where we are today. And you trying to sue this lady. I'm just be mad at me, girl. Y'all be mad. But I just think you're wrong. I do. I think you should have took your L, work on rebranding in a different way instead of trying to now paint yourself out as the victim and the younger victim as at that, trying to make it appear as though he preyed on you. I just disagree, y'all. They say any person who is injured by a CIPA, which is a California's invasion of privacy violation, okay, that's the Privacy Act violation, is permitted to bring a civil action against the person who committed the violation, okay? Communication as used in CIPA is not limited to conversations or oral conversations, but rather encompasses any communication regardless of its form, where any party to the communication desires it to be confined to the parties thereto. If the act covers eavesdropping on or recording of a telephone call, it surely covers the non-consensual recording of the most intimate and private form of communication between two people. And this line here is how he got hooked, line, and sinker. She's saying that it was not consensual for him to record the images that he recorded. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting how his attorney tries to play that up, because the attorney may try and say, well, if you look here, Your Honor, she sent certain video and messages to him and vice versa. So obviously y'all were engaging in this type of content. If they get your phone, no matter how much you delete and think things are deleted, and they go through and they see that you too have participated in recording and saving things, that's going to be, okay, that's going to be another interesting thing, all right? They said she engaged in numerous private and confidential video calls from 2022 to 23, and that unbeknownst to her and without her consent, he was recording those calls. Now, Raquel claimed that Tom kept the videos on his phone and that his girlfriend at the time, Ariana, discovered the videos and sent them to her. Okay. Sent them to Raquel. Raquel believes that Ariana distributed the videos to other people too. However, Ariana denied the claims in April, describing the lawsuit as an abuse of the legal process. Girl, I hope Ariana sues your ass. Okay, I'm sorry. Now, I hope she sue you. I'm sorry. Because you are trying to be the victim here. And I hope Ariana sues the hell out of you for emotional distress. Playing in her face like you was her friend, knowing the whole time you was fucking on her man. And that's just on P. I hope she sue your ass. And that's just where I'm at with that. Okay? The clownery of it all. In court documents obtained by Page 6 at the time, they're saying that Ariana argued that this girl seeks to punish and blame her for the negative reaction received as a result of her affair with Sandoval. And she does, you know what I'm saying? She does. I do feel like at that moment that I was in, I did feel like Ariana did a bit too much and give all that energy to Tom. I do think that Ariana did want to ruin her at the time, but at the same time, I feel like, ma'am, Raquel, you participated in this. This is what you wanted. You got what you wanted. Why you mad? And now you bringing this lawsuit against her, in my opinion, is not making you look more like the victim. It's not. It's giving we see right through you, and you full of shit. And that's just where I am with that, okay? But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments on that situation down below, okay? Is there any, look at all these pictures of you hanging with this lady. Being all glued up with this lady, knowing that Mariah fucking your man. Like, knowing that she over there fucking your man. I can't. All right, the judge went on, further, the judge went on and says that Raquel's complaint alleges that the explicit recordings were not sent out by Sandoval, but rather discovered by Ariana when she searched through Sandoval's phone when it purportedly fell from his pocket during a performance at Tom Tom. Okay, they're saying that Raquel complaint alleges on information and belief that it was Ariana, not Sandoval, who distributed it and or showed the alleged explicit videos to others without consent. All right, so then I guess, girl, we already went through it. Y'all already know what's going on, who, what, when, where, why, and we'll just have to see how this gonna play out. But for Tom to turn around and try to sue Ariana, that's messy as hell for you to sue her. Now, I mean, it is giving invasion of privacy because she did invade the privacy, but I feel like that's probably something y'all did within y'all relationship. You probably went through her phone, vice versa, over the course of 10 years or so. I just don't, I hope that his lawsuit doesn't have a leg to stand up on, honestly, because if that's the case, all kind of folks going to be bringing up lawsuits against their significant others for going through their phones. You know what I'm saying? And I don't agree with it. Like, I don't think you should go through your partner's phone, but at the same time, if they got a hunch that you out there doing something and they go and they find out, then hey, you trying to then make yourself the victim. I don't like that. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. That's all that I got on Love Island USA and a piece of Vanderpump Rules and all of the mess that it entails, honey. Okay, I am Jami. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, cut the notification bell on, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and child, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
My city and cul-de-sac, coming, I swing like soldier. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be